Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. You are watching Midweek Geeks. My name's Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard here. We have an awesome show scheduled for you as always. And with us, Yo, how's it going, bud?
All right. How's everybody?
Doing well. Jar.
Hey, it's Wednesday.
It is. And here's a blast from the past. Kevin!
So he says to Mabel, I says, when you stand up, where does your lap go? I've been planning that for over an hour. It went over very well.
That did.
Hi.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. You guys went on an adventure yesterday.
Sure.
Okay.
It was a good time. It just made me remember how much I hate Boston. Like, I hate driving in Boston. It's the worst.
How much was parking?
So that's the thing is we saw a parking garage that said $19 and we're like, yep.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. Then we went to pay for it and it was $36.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of bad.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So
Took a cheap night and made it kind of like.
That's the thing is Steve and I were debating taking like the T, like taking a train to Boston and then just, whatever. And I'm like, but parking in Worcester, like at the T station, that's not cheap and all this, but it would have been way cheaper to just do that. Cause I was like, yeah, we'll be fine. I'm just going to go to Boston, whatever. And nope. But yeah, whatever. It was still fun.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen Yo-Yo in person in a very long time. So it was awesome to see him. And it was, we did a little catching up and it was good times. We saw a homeless guy. It was not enough.
Just one?
Yeah. We only saw
That's
one.
impressive.
Another one that said something. But
Yep.
Yeah, there was some dude just randomly being racist. So I think what he was probably doing is he's like, I just want someone to kick my butt so that way I have somewhere to stay for the night, the hospital or the police station. But yeah, like as we were like getting ready to leave, there was some dude just nodding out on the
It was
sidewalk.
cold last night, so makes sense.
Yeah. The theater was nice. Went out to eat.
Leave it to Boston.
Huh?
Leave it to Boston. Have the racist homeless guy.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that's everywhere in Boston, especially. But yeah, everything was cool. It was a good time. I got to meet Rich for like a second. I met him like as we were going into the theater, and then he sat down. Like he was like headed towards the middle of the theater, and like Brandon and I were just like, oh, we want to kind of sit here so it's like more center for the screen. And then he came back down and sat like around us. And then he skedaddled to get back for your show last night.
Yeah, he was early to our show. It was nice.
I got to shake his hand, and it was he's like, haven't we met before? I'm like, I don't think we have, because he mentioned Terrificon, but I was there the day. He only went one day. I only went one day, and we did the opposite days.
No, he went.
I don't know if I met him though.
Rich
he
went a couple of days.
He only went Sunday, and I went Saturday.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
My brain.
I was actually looking forward to meeting him because I had never met him in person, but now I have.
You might have, because we saw him several times at TriffCon, but didn't know him then. You know, he was the very loud Joker.
Yeah. Usually aren't all Jokers loud. If there was a quiet Joker, that would kind of
Yeah.
I mean, if it's that'd be more creepy though.
It's true.
Yeah.
But he's supposed to be a crazy person, I guess. I don't know. Crazy people can be quiet too, I guess.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Isn't it the quiet ones you need to worry about?
I don't worry about anybody. I should, but I don't.
Don't worry about the thing.
So,
what's in that cup?
It's in the cup.
Oh, in my cup?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just coffee right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry,
Next,
Leo.
I'll be adding my tincture to my monster.
Oh,
I like doing the weird combination of a little and a little
disgusting energy drinks.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, I can't drink caffeine anymore. Hooray!
Oh, I feel for you.
Oh no. Yeah, it's because of the neurological crap that's going on.
Yeah,
it gives me it increases my reaction to vertigo and everything. It gets pretty bad. Every once in a while, I'll take a risk, I'm just gonna make a cup of coffee. Then I'm I'm on the ground.
No.
But so yeah, green tea for me. Yeah, I've already apologized to Tom. Said I'm sorry. This extra income
almost ran the business out of business.
I still talk it up. Oh, actually, I have a funny story about that. I can talk about it later if you want. Okay. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, go for it.
Oh, so I was talking to HR. I think I told you this, Leo, but I was talking to my HR at work, and I had mentioned that I had to stop drinking coffee. And she's like, "Oh, that stinks." And I'm like, "And I love coffee, and I'm sponsored by a coffee company." And she's like, "Really? What company?" I'm like, "Deadly Grounds." And she was like, "Really?" She's like, "I know those people." She's in New York. She's like, "I know them." I'm like, "Oh, how did you hear of them?" She's like, it's on a podcast I listen to. I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "Well, we advertised them on a podcast." Hey, what's up, Sergio? I just talked to him last night. And she's like, "Oh, what's the podcast that you do?" And I told her Wicked Horror Show, and she turned bright red because that's the show that she heard it on. She had no idea that I was part of it. She's like, "You're that Kevin?" Okay. She's like, "I had no idea." And I'm like, she turned bright red. It was pretty funny. And I'm just like, great. Now I have to be extra careful about what I say on the show.
Don't talk about work.
To me. Yeah. But anyways, that's it. That's all.
Well, it's always good to be careful about what you say online, and
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
We won't go further into that, but
yeah.
Yep.
So y'all went to see Evil Dead last night. Evil Dead Rise. It was an early screener.
Mm-hmm.
And so how many other podcasters were there?
There was a handful of people there. A lot of them were like spread out a little bit. I don't know how many people were actual movie reviewers that do it for a living, and how many people were just podcasts. There was some older people there with notepads and everything. And but yeah, I really don't know. The only person we talked to was the guy that was complaining about it on the way out. But that was about that. We loved it. As far as I know, and you said Rich liked it a lot too. We all really dug it. It was a good time. And I'm going to see it again. My dad wants to see it. So I'm bringing my dad, and my niece and nephew are coming along. And there's some things there's little Easter eggs in it. And one of them I definitely missed, but Steve thought that he saw where Bruce Campbell is. And you're gonna have to verify on the 29th. It's
that's interesting.
If you blink, you'll miss him. That kind of thing. But yeah, I was looking at all these obvious places, and I'm like, yeah, of course it was in the one place I didn't think it would be. All right, whatever. And I don't know if I'm reading into it too much, but there was a lot of stuff that I really think was homage to. Yes.
Oh yes, definitely, Carrie. I don't think we're gonna have any. Oh, she's talking about the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there was a lot of flashing or anything like that. Nothing crazy. I don't think, anyways.
I'm trying to think if there was anything that
I would. Strobe effects?
No, not really. I mean, there may have been a light going off or whatever, but it wasn't intense kind of deal.
Yeah.
I don't know how sensitive they are to it, but but yeah, there's some homage to some other horror movies in there, I believe. If not, then it's like, well, that was straight out of this movie then, but it was really cool. I liked it a lot. Have you I know Yo-Yo, you've seen it.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the 2013 Evil Dead. Have you guys
Oh no, I haven't. It's stopped really after
Army of Darkness or Ash vs. Evil Dead. But it's I recommend the 2013 Evil Dead. It's a lot of blood. There's a lot. I don't know if there's more in this one or not, but
now would you consider it a scary kind of horror or just more grotesque?
A little of both, I would guess.
Both.
A little both.
Jump scares?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'm jaded. I'm sure we all are.
Oh yeah.
But
it takes something special. But
there was a few instances where I was like, oof, like during it, I was like, oh Jesus, like. But and I like at dinner time, like I think Steve was saying, like, I want to know how that got a rated R. And I'm like, well, they could have really gone a lot farther with a few of those things. I'm not going to ruin anything for anybody, but yeah,
they did just enough to like make you go, ooh, but
yeah, exactly. If they could have done more, but it probably would have taken away from the movie because it probably wouldn't have been in the theaters. What I'm hoping is that there'll be an unrated version when it comes out on physical media or streaming, and that way
there will be. I
hope so. But anyways, I really enjoyed it. So thanks for hooking that up, Leo, as well.
Oh, certainly, you're welcome.
Yeah, it was great. It was a good time. Got to hang out with people that I don't really get to hang out with, and I got to see Yo-Yo again, and we got to be in Boston and walk around and lose my car, and it was my wife's car, but we had a hard time finding it afterwards. But I had never met Steve in person before either, and I ended up driving him there and driving him home. So now we're friends. So
nice.
Yeah. Steve's a good guy.
He is.
Yeah. So where does this fall in the timeline? Like, is this like a direct sequel to the 2013, or is this all on its own?
It's all on its own. Yeah. So there was a theory that someone gave me just because of the look of the Book of the Dead in this movie. So if you remember in Army of Darkness, there's like when he has to pick a book, there's 3 books, and they're saying like I have to go back and see it, but they're saying that the book looks like the 3rd book, like from Army of Darkness that he doesn't pick. It's definitely a different looking book. It doesn't have a face on it or anything, and it's not a sequel to 2013 at all. It's its own thing. So. But there's also some homage to the older movies. Like there's some things that are said. There's a particular scene that was almost straight out of Evil Dead 2. So was that Sergio saying he's not going to?
Yeah.
I told him last night, I'm like, if you're a fan of the other ones, check it out. It's not super scary. It's just, it's more gory, I think, than scary. If you're a fan of the other ones, might as well. Like if you like 2013, I think you'll like this one. So. And I recommend you guys.
Agree.
Yeah. That one's actually more brutal, I think, the 2013 one.
Yeah.
There's some pretty brutal stuff happening in that movie. It's raining blood during like the last like quarter of the movie. So
nice.
Yeah, it's great.
Now, Sam Raimi had a hand in this as well.
Yep.
So did Bruce Campbell.
Yep. They were both had producer credits. But I mentioned it last night. Did you guys see the clip? They were premiering it at South by Southwest, and one guy in the audience is like, "I hated it. It sucked." Whatever, and everyone started booing him, and they kicked him out. And he stopped. He's like, and then Bruce Campbell's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" So, like, it was great. I'm like, "Yeah, Bruce."
I have to find that.
Yeah.
Tom Dog says, "I read The Evil Dead Rise could be the highest-grossing horror opening week."
I mean, possible. That's possible. I know there's a lot of
2 weeks away, right?
No, it comes out tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow?
No, is it tomorrow? The 20th or the 21st?
I mean,
I think it's tomorrow.
Let's see. It would be weird for it to come out on a Thursday, but I mean,
I think that maybe like a late night showing or something.
Like
but there's
midnight.
a lot of there's places that are giving out tickets for advanced screenings. I just saw on Instagram
tomorrow.
There was someone that it's another like. It's a pretty big podcast. I don't know who it was, but they were actually hosting a screening. So they were able to hook up getting a theater and, fans were able to come down and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing it again. And it's one of those ones that I've really calmed down buying stuff for the collection. And bling a ding a ding. But
My fault.
oh yeah.
Forgot to turn off the ringer.
I agree.
Carrie says 420 would make it worth opening on a Thursday.
It's 420 at 420, huh?
Well, normally the new movies come out. At least the big ones I normally see on like a late Thursday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Right, used to anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, the official release looks like it's Friday, but yeah, of course you're gonna be able to see. Sorry, Thursday.
So that's the one thing you mentioned, the grossing thing. Like I've seen, there's a lot of people that are getting to see it for free. So I wonder how that's going to play, because I know that there's like some outlets that they're giving out, like there's someone that we can talk about it afterwards who has a connection with Fandango and like, just contact me on this social media and you'll have a ticket to whatever theater you want to. It lasts for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Huh.
So, but I'm like,
especially because at some point somebody's probably paying for that.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, that's going to count towards it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But either way,
Makes sense.
Well, I know I've mentioned a story before, but when I used to work at the casino, there was a very, very famous musical artist who can turn back time. And we were
Frank Sinatra?
Yeah.
Sinatra with the butt cut out of his suit.
She can turn back time on a U.S. aircraft carrier and
with the butt cut out.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway, I had to make a last minute change to the event because they were giving everybody in the arena a copy of her CD. But they also raised the price of the tickets.
So
too.
that counted as a sale of the CD.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not for nothing, but I went to see a comic that I thoroughly enjoy at Mohegan, and it was was it Mohegan or was it Foxwoods? I forget. But we ended up getting free tickets, and then he's just like, "Oh, I sold out this place this many times in a row." It's like, but did you though? Because I got free tickets for that show. Yeah, but it was still a great show, so I don't care. But whatever.
Yeah, they work.
Somebody in the end has to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all marketing, Chalk it up to the marketing budget.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Yo-Yo, what were your thoughts on Evil Dead?
I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to see it again. I'm still questioning some of the character choices. Not that it ruined the movie for me. I just question it.
Oh, really?
They go, yeah.
Anything in particular without ruining anything?
The actions of the kids in general.
Okay.
Like I'm trying not to ruin it. That's the thing.
It's a horror movie.
I mean,
so
yeah.
I think you mentioned that at dinner, right? I think you mentioned.
Like, again, it doesn't take anything away from the movie or anything like that. I'm just so I'm trying to be benevolent in my thoughts behind why, and I'm sure it's just more plot related that they did it.
If they were doing stupid stuff, I swear to you, Yo-Yo, I've been around enough teenagers. I have a few of them roaming. They really do become stupid for some reason between 13 and 18.
But the thing that he's referring to, there was an adult involved as well. And it was like, okay, this just happened. Why did that happen? Or why did you allow that to happen afterwards? That kind of thing. We can talk about it after without ruining it for anyone who's listening or watching.
And again, I would still see it again. It doesn't take away from the overall experience of the movie. It just was confusing why they did that. But overall, really enjoyed it. So
yeah, there was some really cool visuals and stuff. The actual opening scene where you see the name and everything was pretty awesome. It was they just did it really well. And because at first they really kind of mislead you. You see a lot of it in the trailer where they're on body of water and stuff like that. Yeah, that's right. So
Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah, Evil Dead Rise.
That's not me.
That was me.
for your adventure, you all went out for dinner afterwards. Where'd you go?
I don't know. It was a place that Brandon actually knew.
That good, huh?
No, it was really good.
It's good.
Oh, that's
good.
interesting.
Yeah.
Just don't know where
Didn't know
it
the name
was.
of it. We just followed Brandon basically.
Yeah, because he knows Boston more so. He actually is the one who recommended that parking garage. But I think he pays with an app. I think he pays with an app, and I think it may be cheaper to do it that way. So maybe that's where we faltered. But there's always next time. Always next time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good though. We all got good food, and we laughed and loved. I don't know. We didn't do that, but we laughed a bunch, and then we.
I want to hear more about the loving.
I looked at my watch and I was like, I gotta get home for a show, and like I'm not even kidding. I don't know if I told you last night, Yo-Yo. I literally got home with 5 minutes to spare.
Nice.
I walked in the door. I'm like, I gotta go, and I just like logged in and was like, but yeah, because you know me, Leo, and a perfect example is right now. I don't shut up, so
But that's good.
Yeah,
it's good
We
for
need that.
podcasts, but it's not good for life.
Is it though?
I don't know. I enjoy you. I enjoy your company.
Someone has to.
Well,
were there hugs involved?
More like bim, bim, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
If I could have just picked Yo-Yo up and just spun in the like the street, like where the hills have what is it? Hills Are Alive with the Sound of Music. That song.
Yeah.
I almost said the hills have eyes for the sound of music.
hills have
I mean,
eyes.
That would have been a totally different movie. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the theater was nice. Yeah, I mean, I think Steve said he didn't love the sound, but I don't know if that was the movie or if that was the theater or
Now,
what.
if this really makes a movie, how was the popcorn? Did we
I don't know.
enjoy nice, buttery? No popcorn.
No one. I think the
No
only one that
one.
was eating during the movie was Rich, and it's like when we left, he just his cup holder was just full of wrappers. So I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
jeez.
yeah. I don't know.
He was the sound.
It was fine. I'm glad that he enjoyed it though. That's good.
Oh yeah. He said it was a great. As you guys said, like it would be a great standalone movie if you didn't even know anything about the Evil Dead.
Mm-hmm. But if you do, there's little extra things like
Yeah.
certain chants, let's just say, that happened during the movie. I was like, oh, I haven't heard that in a while. Yeah. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Oh no.
No,
Please
no.
go on.
What? Sorry, I burped.
Whoa. All right, now shut up.
Yeah, he now shut up. Yeah.
Shut up, you.
Let me see how long.
Jar Jar, they're I know I peeked a little bit. Why did I peek? There's an independent movie theater near me that they still make the popcorn the old-fashioned way with like real butter.
Oh, it's so sweet and yummy.
Yeah.
I have to have it extra layered, heavy butter. Yep. You tell that to people and they start to fill up your popcorn thing. You're like, stop! No, layer that.
There's a theater in West Boylston, Mass, that makes it the old way too, and but they just sprinkle it a little bit. You can ask for more. I think it's perfect the way it is. And if we go, like we plan out like the day, because me and my wife both still do Weight Watchers, and it's like this is like our dinner, so we have to figure out. Like I've brought a bag home and I've like measured how much will fit in there just so I can figure out how much popcorn was in there and all this stuff. And during the whole pandemic thing, when they were struggling because they couldn't have people in there, they legit would open like 3 days a week just for popcorn. People would, it was like a drive-thru. People would just go to get the popcorn and we would be in a line every time.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, those little theaters are the best. They're the best. The independent ones.
Yeah, popcorn.
I got to
I was just gonna say popcorn for dinner. I've definitely done that before. I don't think I've been to a theater since I started taking my medication, so it's gonna be very interesting to see how much popcorn I can eat.
I haven't.
Just get a small and see. Yeah.
Yes.
I wasted my one time at the theater since the pandemic started, and now that we're into the endemic. One time I wasted it on Black Adam, and I was like, God damn it.
At least the popcorn's good.
Yeah. Well, I went to my normal theater, of course. But
is the popcorn good there?
Yeah, it's dope. It's weird, like how some places you would figure popcorn isn't like that different from place to place, but no,
Man.
it is strangely different.
I've had too many friends that have worked at movie theaters to know like the big chain places do it differently for sure.
Well, when
Like
they fill up that huge plastic bag instead of having it hot and like
yeah,
fresh.
they have plastic bags that they just keep in storage, and then when it gets low, they just empty it in there to warm it up. But
Yeah.
the stuff has been sitting around for like weeks.
Yeah.
With mice and rats.
People have learned.
Yeah.
Now you're not going to eat any. Now you're not going to eat any popcorn when you go to the movies, Leo.
Oh no, I'm going to the independent theater now. I haven't been to a Regal in a while.
Yeah, I haven't been. This is the first big theater. That's not true. I just lied. It's him. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Facebook user, who is it?
It's them.
Mario.
It's me. Is it Mario?
I've heard nothing but good things
People
about
of Earth.
that.
You've heard good things.
Yeah.
I want to go see it.
Yeah, I
That's
do.
on my list too. Yeah.
So like what was that one, that Disney movie with the race cars and it was candy and all that other stuff? What was that one called?
Cars.
No.
No, you're talking
Wreck-It
about
Ralph.
Wreck-It
Ralph.
Ralph. Yes. I saw Wreck-It Ralph and I liked it way more than I was expecting to. I saw Wreck-It Ralph 2. I liked it way more than I was expecting to. And I was like, it was just me and like a thing full of moms and kids. And
The video game references are worth it.
I'm gonna have to do the same thing for this one because my wife's not gonna go with me to see Mario Brothers. But
Oh, dude, I'd go to see that. I think.
all right,
Yeah, let's
Look
do
it up.
this.
Pew, 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 pew.
I'm free most days.
We have to partake and then go to the theater and just be like, whoa,
When you're a
whoa.
recluse, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Why is there a guy with a ginger beard running around with no pants on in the movie theater? And he's
Hello,
throwing-
people.
throwing, like you know, the green shells, but he's just pooping his pants.
Why do I gotta poop in my pants?
Because that's how you get the mushrooms. They grow from that. Blam, blam, blam.
Dang.
Yeah, Mario does look really good.
It
And
looks
also-
strangely good. Like
I heard that the guy who does the voice of Mario in the game,
Carlos Marinette.
yeah, he actually has like some lines in the movie as a different character.
Yeah, I think he does actually two characters. Yeah, I read that he does, and I haven't seen the movie obviously, but I hear that he does Mario's dad, and there is
Intimidating dad voice, huh?
yeah. And apparently there's a little cameo of a character that's supposed to look like Jumpman, the original Mario,
Oh, really?
and
Well,
it does that voice as well.
I don't know if you guys watch SNL, but
yes.
so did you see the Funky Kong thing?
Yes,
that
yeah.
It was awesome. It was. Did you see it, Yo-Yo?
Yes.
I thought it was great. I was just like, oh my god, he's like, I don't know, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's one of the only reasons to continue to watch that show. Him and Sarah Squirm. I'm all about Sarah Sherman. She goes by Sarah Squirm.
She is so bizarre. It's hilarious.
They needed it though.
Yeah.
They needed it. And most of those weird like sketches she wrote. Like she wrote that the one that was like the Scrooge or Scrooge parody around Christmas time and like or you know whatever. But she's super talented. She's been doing stuff online for a wicked long time. She's a crazy person. I'd love to see her live.
Yeah.
She still plays live, so that could happen someday, maybe. Sarah Squirm.
Yeah, it's Jar Jar. You said you don't watch Saturday.
I did not catch this past week's. I catch them from time to time. My kids, the oldest one, likes to watch it, so every time he's over, we watch some.
Carrie says, "Wait a minute, seriously? Mario evolved from Jumpman? I love that game."
Nice. So yeah, was it Keegan Michael Key? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, I always think I'm messing it up when I say it. He was on the news as Funky Kong, you know, the one who wears like the bandana and everything.
Oh no, that he
Keenan and Kel, that Keenan. The
he
hell
was
is going on? Funky Kong.
Who's playing-
Not in the movie on SNL.
Who's playing a game?
Is someone playing Jumpman?
Oh, you can hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're playing?
No, I'm not playing it. I moved my mixer and it's picking up a random radio station,
That's weird.
like very
Oh, that's odd.
faintly. Very faintly, yeah.
That's weird.
I love that. Like, I have plenty of stories like at crappy band practice rooms where in between songs there'd just be like some like station that's like all like Latin music, and it was awesome. It's like, wow, that's like way better than what we just played. That's great.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was audible. Okay,
Literally, because
that's
it
not
was
good.
quiet, so we heard it. No. It's not like loud enough where it's interrupting anything. It was just
No.
Like when they get super quiet, you can hear it.
yeah, bling bling bling.
I think it's the
Just don't stop talking. All right.
That says good podcasting right there.
Yeah.
Silence.
Tom Dog says Super Mario Brothers movie is the highest slated to make 1 billion. That's
Wow.
The only bad
That's
thing
impressive.
I saw like someone had commented this, and I'm like, yeah, this is probably going to be the case. You know how Hollywood is, because
They're
this
gonna make
movie,
a sequel.
not even that. They're just going to start making more animated video game movies that will stink. You know.
Mm.
Did anybody check out
Kenan
Sonic?
Thompson.
Kenan
was-
Thompson.
Yes.
I said Kenan Michael Key. He's the one from Key and Peele.
Kenan Peele, yeah.
See, when I first heard about the Super Mario Brothers movie, I was like, "Oh, great, we're gonna get Sonic all over again." And I'm just like, I don't need more Sonic in my life. And then this looked way better, way better. And the reviews of it are fantastic. People are just like, it's all around just a really fun movie.
It's good to hear, because I love Mario Brothers. Like the only game that I play on my phone is Mario Kart for the mobile version, and I have like a Retroid Pocket 2, and it's filled with like thousands of games, and I play Super Mario World. No, that's all I play.
I love Super Mario World. I never beat the original.
I have
8-1 is as far as I've made it. Even with
Mario, the original Mario.
Yeah.
Talk to Leo. Leo is all about that. When he was in the video game thing, didn't you have to do like world 1-1 to 8-1 in like 5 minutes or something like that? Oh, nice.
Oh, it was Jar Jar. I was in the 1990 Nintendo World Championships.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Did you get to use a power glove? Because they
No.
sucked.
They did. I had one at one time. You had to play several games, and they you got like 30 seconds on each game, and like all the points added up. So it was Mario. So you had to get as many points as you could in Mario. Then it was I think Rad Racer. I want to say Psych Bike, maybe.
I love the game.
Final game was
yeah, that was cool because you could make your own courses and stuff.
The final game though was Tetris.
Oof.
I am awesome at Tetris. That's what saved me. That
really Tetris.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah. As soon as it got to Tetris, I ranked up so many points. That's what got me to the semifinals.
Nice.
I was so nervous. I was bombing big time on Mario and stuff like that. But as soon as Tetris popped on, I'm like, boom, boom, boom.
I thought I could have sworn you told me that you had to get to from one world to 8-1 or whatever within X amount of minutes. And then after I thought you had told me that, I legit was just trying to do that. And I was finally able to do it because of the warp zones and stuff like that. So it's not so hard as long as it's all timing anyways. It's all the same every time.
I'm not sure if that was it. There was also
this is my Retroid Pocket 2. It's it's a good time. It's Android based, so it has its own interface, but you can also bounce out of it and just run Android games on it. And I got this couple Christmases. I ordered it a couple Christmases ago. It took 7 months to get to me because it was coming from China. Now you can get them on Amazon, but at the time you couldn't, and it was only $100, and it's pretty solid. That's all. Very cool. There's so many of those out there now. There's so many good ones, pretty cheap.
Yeah, there's what the Mayu. Yeah, I watched that. You got me hooked on that ETA Prime.
Oh my God, isn't he great?
Yeah,
he's so smart. He figures out so much stuff.
Yeah,
I started watching him when the Arcade 1-Up thing started to be a big hit, and he was modding them to put Raspberry Pis in them. to just run every game, whatever. But it's kind of not worth it. Those things are not built very well.
I was doing all his tutorials on Launchbox.
Mm-hmm.
I got big into Launchbox for a while.
Nice.
And but now I just do the retro games on my Mac with OpenEMU.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I think he's been talking a lot about was that Sergio saying that he saw the movie?
Yeah.
How did you like it, Serge?
And
wait.
Tom Dog says Jack Black wants Pedro Pascal to voice Wario in the sequel. That'd be awesome.
I could see that.
Yeah.
He's pretty awesome too. He did an episode of SNL not that long ago, and it was pretty great.
He did Mario.
Yeah, the Mario Kart.
Yeah, didn't he do King Koopa?
Jack Black did Koopa.
Yeah, good. Yeah, he did.
No, it's like basically it was like what you call him, The Last of Us, but Mario.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know if how did I miss that?
Yeah, and there's like
it's pretty good.
They do Mario Kart like Mad Max.
Yeah, it's like
Pedro Pascal.
It was his episode of SNL.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's like not in my mind. I blame Jeremy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That jar's still not empty?
No, it's not.
Wow.
Oh shit.
I'm a one-hit kind of guy, man. I'm a
Good
one-hit
for you.
Well, I'm pretty sure that it's but how many other dozens?
I'm like about 6 jars. This is like jar number 7 since that jar.
Yeah. Well, I think the meds make it hit harder.
Oh, I'm sure. Like when they upped my dose on certain medications, it was definitely a shock to the system while smoking.
I'm sure they will. Serge was asking.
Oh yeah, definitely with the money that it's making. Yeah,
they'll be dumb not to. Yeah.
I just hope that they do it good.
Yeah.
There's no need to put out trash.
I'm going to turn it into a TV show and have all the actors that play those characters in other cartoons, like the guy who kind of sounds like Jack Black, to do the Kung Fu Panda cartoon, and the guy.
Oh yeah.
They're going to have all those guys doing it when they could just have the real voices do it. But who am I to say?
Have you seen Jack Black's Peaches video?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's for the. I don't know if it's for the Mario movie or.
I've been ignoring it because he's kind of dressed like Bowser, right? And he's at a piano. I've been kind of avoiding it because I want to see the movie first before I see anything related to it, I guess.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they said the song there, Peaches.
Yeah.
Up for an Oscar. Could be up for an Oscar.
Wow. So when you said Peaches, I automatically went to the President of the United States of America. But then when you pulled that up, I was like, oh yeah, President Peach. Or President Peach. Jesus Christ.
Princess.
We'd be better off with a President Peach. Am I right, guys?
The original voice of Princess Peach does a cameo in the
How does she
the
sound?
voice from the game or
no from the from the
TV
show.
Cartoon?
From the cartoon, yeah.
Not that I would recognize it, but
She sounds, hey, I'm Princess Peach over here.
hello.
I'm rescuing
Back then she sounded like, hey. Now she's like, oh, how's it going?
Dr. Girlfriend. That's all I can think right now. It's Dr. Girlfriend.
Yeah, Dr. Girlfriend. Harvey Firestein, yeah. That's so wrong. That guy. SNL. No, anyone? All right, cool.
Nope.
Jordan? I'll shut up. Sorry.
No, go for it. Go for it.
I don't remember people's names, so forget it.
Yo, what's the handheld you have?
Game and Watch.
Oh, it's the Game and Watch.
That's like the
nice
one. Yeah,
they released reissues of a bunch of those, right? But that's like the classic Famicom layout, our style wise. Yeah, those are nice.
They did a Zelda one. I didn't get the Zelda one. I still have my NES Classic just chilling on the shelf.
Yeah, nice.
I never had a good reason to open it.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing is I have this right here. So I have all these games on my computer. I have all these other things hooked up to my monitors and everything, and I use this. Whatever.
Hey,
It is what it is.
yeah, totally. It's like the Game Boy, as long as you enjoy it.
A long time ago, I had a chip put into my original Xbox, so I have everything from Commodore all the way up to Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
Nice.
I had the PS2 I had modded, and then be able to play everything, including ripped PS2 games.
Yeah, I got to play a bunch of Japanese games and stuff too.
Thank you,
I was just
Blockbuster.
like,
So it's over enough. As it, I'm not going to get tracked down anymore. But some of the only cease and desists I ever got, one of them was from Lucas Arts or Lucas Entertainment, and it was because I found Lego Star Wars for PS2 and ripped it. But remember when Blockbuster had the mail-in like disc thing like Netflix?
We were talking about that last night.
Were you really?
Yeah, Netflix is about to end their disc service.
Their disc service.
All bad.
Oh yeah. But with Blockbuster, you can get them in the mail, and then when you're done with them, you can return them at the store and trade them for other things. So I would get a movie. I wouldn't even watch it. I'd put the movie in my computer. I'd rip it, put it back in the sleeve, go right to Blockbuster, and take a game. And then I would rip that game, come back, grab another game. I had like a big thing full of games.
Not Kevin though.
He doesn't. No, we are. He knows. We were joking around last night, so he's good. Sergio knows. He's the man. But anyways,
speaking of LucasArts, not going to go deep into it. Well, Lucasfilms, you might want to take a look. I heard 4K 80 finally came out.
So
what's 4K 80? I don't know what that means.
I'm assuming the movie.
Yeah.
Oh! Now I know what you mean. Yes, they redid the originals and.
Hey,
what's going on, man?
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, hey, Velvet.
Shazam!
No, you're supposed to say BAMF.
And now you can talk to Kevin and Yo-Yo. They were very disappointed that you
We
left.
thought you were
so
way down the
quickly.
hallway, and we're like, "Where?" And then the lady's like, "He had to leave." I'm like, "Okay." We didn't know you were taking off, and we didn't get to say bye.
Yeah, I didn't want to be late for the show. I was nervous.
Well, it makes sense.
yeah.
I didn't know what the trains were going to be like. So
Yeah. How much did it cost you to get in? Like, where were you coming from? Give your address over the internet.
Yeah.
it wasn't bad. I borrowed Honey's Charlie card, and I think round trip. I parked at Riverside. I drove to Riverside, which is like 20 minutes from me. Parked there. I think that was $6 or $7.
Right.
And I think round trip it was maybe $7. So $14 altogether. Not bad.
Yeah. Because we were debating, Steve and I were debating taking the train in from Worcester, but that would have been a lot more money. And parking in Worcester is expensive too, around there. But we ended up costing $36 to park where we were at in Boston.
Oof. All right.
And I have to deal with shitty traffic. Ugh. I hate it. Blech. I'd rather drive in Manhattan than in Boston any day.
Oh,
any day of the week.
No.
Yeah,
wow.
me too. Me too.
100%. Look at
It
As
is
a
easier to get
former New
around.
Yorker who has now been in Massachusetts for 5 years, you guys are the worst fucking drivers.
Oh, no way.
And I've lived in Connecticut
by
too.
far.
I've lived in Connecticut too.
I was going to say,
By far, Connecticut.
Leo gives Connecticut a bad name. I think Connecticut's worse than Mass.
We're just very strong-willed drivers. We
You
know where we're
one thing I
going.
do notice though is that more people in Mass use directionals. Am I right, Leo?
Yeah.
I use directionals.
Yeah.
Huh.
Too late. Remember that
Right
time
when
you
you're
dropped me off
turning,
in
it does
traffic?
not count.
No
It
one
was
looked.
not traffic.
It was.
No
You
one,
dropped me
no
out in the
one
middle of the
looked
street.
at all. They pull out like 6 feet into like the main route.
That's called getting your nose out there.
Yeah.
That's
gotta
called
get
getting
your
your
nose-
nose ripped off. And then I've got to get used to, because now I've lived in all 3 states. I've lived in New York, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. Massachusetts is the only state where somehow the people are more important than the cars, because in New York, they just run you the fuck over.
Yeah,
Oh,
in Massachusetts.
Let me just say though, yesterday in Boston, I was like amazed at how many people just like, I'm just gonna walk across the street. I don't care if people are coming. Like, I don't. That's not how it is.
Never
in
been
Worcester.
hit by a car.
You
But
see how
in in Worcester, it's just garbage anyway, so it doesn't matter. But
I live right near this town called Northampton, and it was the first time I ever seen that kind of stuff where they just walk right out into the middle of the road and like you're like, "Oh, dude, I almost killed you."
Yeah.
And then it's your fault.
Yeah.
But it was cool that I got there early yesterday because I got to talk to the advertising rep that was there and got on her list, so we will know everything. Nice.
On the way out, I was like, "Is there a way that I could possibly be considered for any of these in the future?" She's like, "Give me your email address," and I'm like, "Good luck reading it," because I write like a child.
Yeah.
I had backwards letters and everything. I have
the same issue. I'm like, "Can you read that? Read that to me, please."
Yeah. Well, I have an excuse because I have neuropathy, so like I have like shaky hands sometimes. So I'm like, that's the excuse. Deal with it, whatever. She'll probably never send me an email because she can't read it.
I did give her all your emails and names, so
okay.
So she
restraining orders are on the way. I get it. I hear.
Oh yeah.
Where you come from.
Oh, before you're hopping in, Velvet, Jar Jar, to answer your question, yeah, it's the 4K scan of Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah,
but 4K scan, but is it the original like?
Yeah, no, unaltered.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, all right.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's what 4K. What is 4K
80.
77, 4K 80, and 4K 83. So 4K 77 and 4K 83 have been out for a while, and what it is they found an original print. I don't know what 8mm, but an original film print, and they scanned it to 4K, and then they cleaned it up.
So after all that work that one guy did,
yep,
it's all for naught.
Well, to be honest,
I'm sure that helped them get to the point where they figured like we need to get this done because people are just going to pirate it anyways. So
yeah, I kind of like his versions better anyway, though.
Really?
Yeah, like there's still a little bit of graininess with the 4K.
What are we talking about, Leo?
Oh, the
Star Wars.
Yeah, the unaltered versions of Star Wars, the original theatrical releases.
Gotcha.
And
the insane amount of versions that there are.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name? Was it Harmon or something like that?
Harmy.
Yeah, there was this guy went through and collected Blu-rays, DVDs, laser discs, and everything, and just compiled them to make the best copy of the original cuts that there could be, but at the time especially. But there was no way to buy it because you can't sell them, so it was free to download. So
now, do any of you guys, can you tell? Like, I wouldn't know if I was watching one version or another. Do you guys? Are you that aware?
I know what to look for.
Certain things.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, like there's certain things that they changed, like they just switched things up over the years. Like Lucas was like, "Hey, I want to make a computer generated, Jabba the Hutt that's going to walk around."
That was fucking stupid.
That looks, it was
just like as barely as tall as fucking Han Solo. It was like,
yeah. Well, and then the Han that just like pops up over his tail.
Yeah.
It was lazy right there.
The newest one, you got McClunky. At least we got that.
McClunky.
Good old McClunky.
Do you all know about that?
Now, do all of them have the what? Oh no, that was Indiana Jones that had C-3PO on the wall. That's right. I'm sorry, I was confusing.
C-3PO and R2 were on the wall. Yeah.
They've altered.
I didn't know that.
Too many things over the years. They even changed. Like, I don't know if it's still this way, but I know for a while the only copy of ET you would be able to get, instead of the FBI or whatever having guns, they replaced them all with walkie-talkies. So they're all in all just running around with walkie-talkies in their hands. It's like, okay, whatever.
Nerd says people are looking at us weird because we're actually stopped at crosswalks and waited for the walk signal.
Yep, that's Steve.
Yeah,
he's the man.
Yeah, he is.
We're boys now. He lives like 5 minutes down the road. He's gonna regret. He's gonna regret showing me where he lives. I'll tell you that.
He works in my old neighborhood.
Oh, does he? Oh, Vincent's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. He said up on Bell Hill.
Oh, okay. I don't know if he's still up there.
Oh, maybe he's not there anymore.
I was watching while I was still in the wings a little bit, and I saw you guys mention the Chris Pratt Mario movie that it hit $1 billion already.
Yeah,
I think did it hit it or is it projected to hit a billion?
No, it's gone beyond it. It's insane.
Nice.
That is insane.
That's crazy for a video game movie.
Yeah. Now you know it's just going to be like, hey, we're going to have a Kirby animated movie now. We're going to have.
Well, I think the voiceover backlash, I think that is so tremendous, and that really says something that the negative fandom is just a lot of big voices and maybe not actually a lot of people.
Yeah, probably. That's usually that's usually the way it is. We were talking about it at dinner, and there was that one guy that I don't know if you experienced him on the way out, but he was not very positive about the Evil Dead Rise last night. And so I'm like, the thing that sucks is he's going to be the guy who's going to go home and give it a bad review on IMDb and all these other things. And I like the movie, and I'm just going to sit here and just ignore it. Like I'm not going to leave a comment or something because I'm lazy.
Right.
I don't have that much hatred in my heart.
Right. And maybe that's just the genre he maybe he's just got a clickbait genre, and that's just the type of thing that gets more clicks for him and so forth. Because I got to be honest, I enjoyed the movie very much too.
Yeah.
And I was going in with I told the guys last night on Splash Pages, I was going in with very limited information because I had seen I've seen some of the Bruce Campbell work. I haven't seen all of it. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know if I was going to be confused or not know what was going on because they rebooted the series in the last movie. Mm-hmm. But I felt, number one, it could have been its own standalone horror movie. You didn't even have to know anything about Evil Dead or Bruce Campbell. And number two, it flowed very nicely. And I thought some of the camera work, and I thought some of those young actors, especially once things happened to them, their acting even stepped up even more. I thought it was a great movie. I thought they did a great job. And then I was pleasantly surprised at the end. I didn't know, again, that it was executive produced by both Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi. And clearly, I think some of their work shows through.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they were all the way behind this one. So that's great. And they were behind the last one too, the 2013 one. And part of it is because they don't want to just sign off on whatever. Whoever wants to do something can do something. Like it's their legacy. That's what made both of them who they are.
Right.
Let's face it.
We didn't get a groovy, did we? I didn't think we got a groovy.
There was a groovy at the end of 2013, but supposedly Bruce is in it in a spot. Steve had mentioned it last night, and I'm going to see it again on the 29th, and I'm going to be looking for it. There's also there's a few other things that you may not, because if you're not as well versed in it, you probably wouldn't realize it was in there. We can talk about it afterwards, but there was definitely some stuff that I was like, oh yeah, that's great. That's totally just a throwback to like this movie or whatever. And there was also some other things that I felt were homage to some horror movies of my past that I love. So either that or they're just ripping it off. I don't care either way. I liked it. So.
What do you think, Yo-Yo?
Oh no, I really liked it. Like I said, there was. Again, I don't want to spoil it. That's the thing.
Let's do it afterwards. You had a very good point last night. So
yeah.
But was there anything you disliked about it, or you liked the whole thing?
Well, again, we'll talk about that part later. It's not that I disliked it. It's that I have a question on the motivation of why they did something. It doesn't take away from the movie at all.
Mm-hmm.
But explaining it would take away from the movie.
Sure. Yes. Well, I thought it was very creative with some of the camera work that they did. Number one, 90% of the movie was just in this apartment building, and a lot of it was just in one apartment and a hallway. Mm-hmm. And the way they did the camera work when anyone was looking out into the hallway to see what was going on out there was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a lot of that done before. At least not to that degree.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It was done very well, and I'm sure I'm not the only one because we've all lived in shitty apartments. Like I know that building in the movie is supposed to be condemned. I'm like, how much are they paying for rent? I want to live there. Like,
it was a big apartment, that's for sure.
It's a huge apartment. Yeah. But we found out too when we were watching the credits that it was all filmed in, was it Ireland? Oh, New Zealand. Was it New Zealand?
New Zealand.
A couple places. I think it was a couple.
Were there clones? Star Wars reference.
Yeah. So
New Zealand.
Brandon has a rant that because all the clones have New Zealand accents, that's how you can tell they're clones.
Oh, all right.
Sorry, random.
Yeah, it's a little Brandon verse crossover action. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I have crossovers in my mind that I'm convinced are connected, and I'm sure they're not, but I'm convinced they are, and that's all that matters. As long as I believe.
Absolutely. Right? So all in all, I think it was a good outing, and it was great to see everybody, even briefly before the movie.
Yeah.
And it was, I think we all agree that it was, at the very least, a pretty positive movie and decent movie as far as horror movies go. And I think it paid decent homage to the whole franchise.
Yep, I agree. I always get scared when it comes to these kind of things because movies that I love, I was scared when the 2013 one came out because I'm like, are they going to ruin everything I love right now? Is this going to happen? You know, because that happens a lot. You know, I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Everything after Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 can go fuck itself. I don't care. The first two, that's it. Then after that, it's garbage. Yes. How many of those? Too many, some would say?
Some would say.
Me. Yeah, that'd be me. I would say. I'm not bitter at all.
Nah.
Tom Dog says, speaking of Star Wars, did anybody see the season finale of Mandalorian? Yeah.
Damn straight.
Just finished it. It was fucking spectacular.
Yeah, it was.
Spectacular.
Do you watch it, Kevin, or
I haven't. After season 1, I haven't continued to watch, and I feel like everything I've seen I've enjoyed, but I almost feel like the whole Marvel curse, where it's like, all right, we're doing pretty good with these movies. Let's friggin' drown everyone in stuff. You know, like there's new stuff coming out all the time. I don't have time to watch it. I'm sure it's great. I just don't have time. And like, I don't know.
I'm just worried now because of everything that's to come. They're talking about you're going to need to watch this, that, and this to be able to get the full experience of like the Ahsoka show. There's like 20 episodes of Rebels that are really like pertain to the information going on in Ahsoka, and I'm just like, crap.
Well,
I love Star Wars, but like I didn't take in the cartoons. I was just not.
When did this become a homework assignment?
Yeah.
Well, even Mandalorian, you had to watch 3 episodes of Boba Fett. You know, to get.
Did you have to though?
Yes, you did.
Well, I saw all of Boba Fett, but I don't feel like it was really necessary to watch that show.
They just made you believe that, so you would watch it.
And listen, they even mention like Grand Admiral Thrawn. I mean, if you've never seen Rebels, you don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Unless you've read the books.
Yeah.
Heir to the Empire and stuff like that.
People that watch the show know how to read. Jar Jar.
Oh, well.
There's one thing. It has to do with Star Wars, so it's not completely off topic, I guess. Because I'm a fan of a lot of British TV. Leo, you know this. Yep. Did any of you guys happen to watch Toast of Tinseltown?
No.
So Toast of London was a show that Matt Berry from What We Do in the Shadows had in the UK for a while, and he did one called Toast of Tinseltown. It takes place in LA, whatever. And his whole reasoning to going to Tinseltown is because he's supposed to be in the new Star Wars, and everyone thinks he's full of shit, whatever. And but that's the reason. The whole reason he's there. His voice is in one of the episodes of, I think, Mandalorian.
Really?
And so Richard Ayoade is also in an episode of, he plays a droid of some sort.
I don't know if this is true or not, but we know Dave Filoni is doing the next Star Wars movie. And supposedly it's supposed to be a Mandalorian movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I read something about that.
Heard about a Mandalorian.
There's not going to be a next season of Mandalorian. It's going to be a movie next.
No, there is going to be a next season. He already wrote season 4.
Okay, so season 4 and then the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. I'm very behind then. I didn't realize there was that many seasons out already. Seems like it was not long ago that I watched the first season.
And not to spoil it, so Yo-Yo, you haven't seen it yet.
The season finale now.
Yeah,
I'm a few episodes behind on everything.
Okay. I won't spoil it, but the person that's sitting in front of the water at the very end.
Yeah.
Not the very end credit where the circle comes in, but when they're doing the sort of baptism.
Yeah.
The person that's sitting in front of the water is looking in the water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel they were connected with what's in the water?
Yeah. Not connected, but aware of each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got that feeling too. Like they were aware of each other. And I got a feeling that's going to play.
I did feel let down a little bit by the finale. I thought we were going to get some more answers to a few of the questions we had. And really, while it was a fun and great episode, I didn't feel like it did enough for me. Like, there's still a whole bunch I'm sitting there going like, all right, why is this person dressed like this? What's the connection between these three people? Why is this happening? And now they're bringing in freaking, I can't even say it because it would be a spoiler. No. They were talking during that baptism thing when they were talking and stuff. There's rumors now that some of that may come into future play, which makes sense. But yeah. I'm just like, God damn it. I needed some finality and I didn't feel it.
But that gave you a reason to, come back.
Yeah.
I agree. I will keep watching.
You got to watch Ahsoka.
Oh, I'm going to. I'm standing my ground. I'm not watching Rebels or The Bad Batch or what's the other one?
Andor.
No, I watched Andor.
Oh, how'd you get through that?
The first episode was great, and then
my God, the
2 through 6 were a little bit rough.
1 and 2. I couldn't. I got through 1 and 5 minutes of 2. I know you say you gotta have it's like the 4th one, and then you gotta
hate watch halfway through, and then you'll end up loving it.
I think I'll be all right.
During episode 1, it was like this whole espionage thing.
Maybe in the summer when there's nothing on, I'll try to catch up. But there's still a lot of nerd stuff. Like Kevin said, there is a lot of stuff, and that's the great thing these days.
It really is.
Because we get to pick and choose which ones, and can always go back to the other ones later. Because, there have been some great ones that I probably even forgot about. And I like a lot of them. I like 90% of the Marvel stuff, even the stuff that's kind of mediocre. If it has a decent storyline, even if I'm definitely not one of those, it's got to be true to the comics. I don't give a shit. Give me another interpretation. No. I'll love it.
Mm-hmm. Leo, did you notice that I called it a Marvel curse when back in the day I used to call it a DC curse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was more a DC curse because most of their movies are garbage. But, facts are facts, man. But now I feel like I'm bombarded with Marvel stuff. I'm like, okay, great. I understand this is going to be awesome. And there's been some great actors that have come out of it, come out of those movies that I've become fans of. But at the same time, too, I'm just like, all right, I get it. Yeah. Disney needs more money. I get it. They're going broke. I get it.
Well, they got to afford to buy all that land down.
Yeah, they're going to be all right if they put out some mediocre product, and they've got some decent stuff coming out. I can't wait to see Daredevil.
Gremlins.
I'm definitely excited about that one.
What's
I still haven't seen Ant-Man. I hear that was pretty good.
Oh, I think that's on VOD now.
Yeah, it just got to be video on demand.
Yep. And on the DC front, I still got to see Shazam.
That was really good. I liked it at least. I don't care what everybody else, the bombing and stuff.
But all the buzz right now is on James Gunn and DC, so we'll see what happens.
Speaking of that, there was a tweet, and I put it in the chat. The Snyderverse is Snyder cultists are
I thought that was great
right now. Yeah.
What are they upset about? Are they upset about the Russo brothers wanting to do Brave and the Bold?
No.
Ooh.
Oh, by the way, I actually Brave and the Bold. Who did it? I put it in the chat earlier on the Midweek Geeks.
I'll pull it up, but real quick, so somebody's tweeting about the Flash, and they must have seen the screener because apparently they've been doing pre-screenings in California constantly. He says, "I'm sorry, everyone. It's all removed and changed now last minute. Don't know why this hurts me so much. and it's referring to the Zack Snyder Justice League references in Flash. So they pulled all the references from Zack Snyder's Justice League.
He's been retconned.
Yeah. So you have the cultists saying, "Are you sure about this? If this is a James Gunn, no, I'm ready to be furious at this man." And another guy says, "I fucking knew it that they'd do this, but it sucks, bruh. Can't we ever have nice things?"
No, you're not allowed to. Not at all. Not you.
Mom always said, "Don't play ball in the house." That's what happened.
Why is there always got to be such a negative fandom? Oh my god, it's just
Why?
relentless.
I avoid everything.
It really is.
I avoid everything. Like even with Facebook and stuff like that, I just post stuff for the show. I never bother to go read anything because it's like I don't want to hear about your politics. I don't want to hear about any of this stuff. I want to kill some time. I'll just play Mario Kart again. Whatever.
Right. I just want to be entertained.
Right. Exactly. Let me just watch TikTok and be depressed because people are ridiculous. And Tony Has Nine Fingers has 21,000 subscribers for showing off the movies behind him. Works for him. That's fine.
I hit 260 this week. Whoop, whoop.
Nice.
Congratulations. That's awesome. Was it Andy Muschietti rumored to be back behind the camera for a new DC Studios project? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes. That's the Brave and the Bold. He might have been tapped for that.
Oh, nice.
Everyone's throwing their hat into the ring.
Oh, and they're saying Adam Driver is possibly in the talks to join the MCU as Reed Richards.
Oh, I could see that. He's a good age for it.
Well, he's lanky.
Yeah.
He'd be
I don't
great.
know.
Oh, come on. Adam Driver's a great actor.
Oh, no argument there.
He's a great actor. I just don't see him for Reed Richards.
Yeah, maybe not the right choice.
Did anybody see the new trailers that were released under the radar today?
I saw the Godzilla Kong one.
Yeah, Godzilla Kong.
Yep.
Ooh, part 2?
Yep. It's Godzilla X Kong. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Or times Kong.
Yeah.
It's
That means there's going to be a mutant of the two?
Maybe they had a baby.
That's what I was thinking too while watching it, because whatever was sitting in, as they showed it, looked lankier than Kong. Kind of.
Yeah.
It looked like an ape, but different.
Yeah, but
there's the ape just going screonk, and then throwing his poop.
Well, when it zoomed out, then you saw the skull of King Kong and Godzilla.
Maybe it was Godzuki.
Oh.
Godzuki.
Yes.
This made Leo happy. I want them to
little rings of smoke.
Yeah.
And he'll call Godzilla from the depths of wherever.
I disagree with you all, so therefore you're wrong.
The other trailer was Strange New Worlds Season 2 trailer dropped.
Oh, yeah. The Star Trek stuff.
Yeah, and did you catch James Kirk?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
I didn't actually watch that one. I just saw the
Hey, J-Bo.
headline of it.
They had him in the first season, though, also, Leo.
No, that was his brother.
No, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so they actually reference James Kirk, and it looks like he's a regular character.
Oh.
Played by?
Well, they're supposed to do time travel in this one, right?
It might be the same character because I think they were twins.
Oh,
actually, yeah, because they were twins in the original series. It was his twin brother that died.
Okay, that's convenient.
Yeah.
I wonder if he gets paid more for playing two parts.
Probably does.
What is he? Does he get 2 lunches at lunch break?
Extra healthcare.
I know you were all excited about X-Force.
X-Force. Yes, that's Ryan Reynolds. He said on the Twitter, he's got a picture of the X-Force team, and it says X Forever. And also, he's saying something new about Wolverine, too. I don't know exactly what. It's not going to be the same old Wolverine that we're used to, I guess.
Yes, Ryan Reynolds said the Wolverine in Deadpool 3 is going to be a divergence from the Wolverine in the movies.
I wonder if that
It's gonna be
means
an
he might
actual
not have a
Wolverine?
mouth this time.
Was that you?
It's gonna be an actual Wolverine.
There you go.
That would be hilarious.
It's going to be the short out Wolverine. It's going to be played by Danny DeVito. Finally,
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
What was it when they drew him really savage and went like he didn't have a nose?
Because he ate it. He's a Wolverine after all.
Oh, I wonder if maybe they'll give him the bone claws. No,
No, maybe. Although we've seen that in the movies too.
have we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
All right.
haven't.
Yeah, when he wakes up in bed with the mob boss's daughter, and he punctures
And in
the
Origins.
he punctures the waterbed with his. bone
I
claws.
know, J-Bo, I was wrong.
Don't do it again.
I'll try.
That's why I don't speak up when it comes to these kind of things, because I'm always going to be wrong. Yeah.
Maybe we'll get the
My
hot
memory is
blades.
so fuzzy.
Jar Jar. Maybe we'll get hot blades.
Hot blades. I
Didn't
don't
Wolverine
know.
have like laser blades at one point in Marvel?
They're talking about like, oh god, when he gets super angry, they heat up.
Like
talking about that?
almost like
something
lightsaber
like
blades.
I wasn't reading it at
Yeah.
the time. I was aware it happened.
No, yeah, there was a point where like, yeah, he gets like to berserker rage, like the claws actually become like super
Like red
hot. Yeah,
It's like those, like when they drop off the thing at your table at the restaurant, like careful, hot plate.
Yeah.
Like Wolverine
Hot plate.
instead.
Hot dogs.
Careful, hot plates.
Carrie says the Wolverine from Ultimate Spider-Man, where Peter and Logan swap bodies, all Hugh Jackman acting, but Tom Holland voicing. That would be great.
Oh yeah, that was totally fucked up. Where Wolverine totally had his way with Mary Jane in Peter's body.
That is a little messed up.
It's very messed up.
Tom Dog says, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there a Wolverine with cat-like whiskers in the comics?
I remember that the image seems familiar in my head now.
I think that was part of his mask at one point early on.
They should do like original
yeah,
mask.
the yellow mask that kind of like covered the nose and had little black marks on the side, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Correct.
I think they should just take some Image comics and make movies out of those. Like, who wants a live action Max movie? Anyone?
I do. I would watch the hell out of
Pit?
that.
You guys remember The Pit? Who wants a live action Pit comic movie? I'm just going to name ones I know, and I'm done. That's it. That's all I know.
I just want Masters of
Savage
the
Dragon.
Universe. I want a really good
They
He-Man
just dropped
movie.
Dungeons and the Dragons. I hear it's on the Pluther.
Oh, you said
Oh,
Savage
is it?
Dragon.
Savage Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Savage
No, the new
Dragon.
one's
Oh, I
not.
like that too.
Oh, there you go.
The new one's
We have
not.
John Cena as the Savage Dragon.
Ooh.
Is he going to have the Massachusetts accent that he tries to cover up sometimes?
Velvet, that's not the new one. It is the first three.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had the new one up there. I
No,
apologize.
it's the original
Still
three.
waiting.
Yeah.
Some people's children, I tell you.
I'm sorry.
Hey, everybody should be excited for this. Looks like Twilight is getting a series.
Oh yeah.
Right, because I didn't
Is that-
watch any of the other ones.
Is
so
that
great.
serious? Are you serious?
That
Yeah.
is serious.
Well, no, I mean, is Leo being serious and like that? we should be-
Yeah, because
Not that we're excited, but yeah, Lionsgate is working on a series for Twilight.
Why aren't you guys
That's-
excited? This more.
Will there be a
more
Batman
sexy-
Twilight crossover with Robert Pattinson?
There you go.
Oh yeah.
or Blade. There we go. Just Blade.
Yeah, he could dance with sparkles.
No, it's been popping up in my my recommended things because I watch hot garbage all the time. On my my Chromecast is Chris Seaver's Taint Light, his parody of Twilight, but it was called Taint Light.
Oh my
But
goodness.
it's on Tubi, so I was like, cool. I'll go watch it again and be like, all right, I watched that
Watch
again.
it again.
I've seen it. I've seen pretty much all of his stuff.
Nice.
Fun. Teen Ape goes to camp. Anyone? No. Leo, I think he's seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, he's a local filmmaker, and he
Well,
makes
upstate New York.
Well, yeah, New York. New York's local.
Yeah, but
For
like
you.
low budget. Yeah, because of him, that's like that's how my old band got music in a Trauma movie because it was his movie, and then they released it. So because of that, I can say I'm in a Trauma movie.
Nice.
That's pretty dope.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I made nothing from it. Most people that I tell like, "What's trauma?"
Oh,
So-
really?
That makes me sad.
Actually, that's one thing I mentioned yesterday, Leo. I was like, Leo and I got an invite to go to the trauma headquarters. We just never did it.
Yeah.
We should still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But besides Toxic Avenger, what is trauma most known for besides that?
Really
Well,
bad horror
Well, that's
movies.
the biggest thing.
Captain Kabuki
Like,
Man.
yeah, Sergeant Kabuki Man,
Poltergeist.
yeah, Poultrygeist. But there's a lot of actors that got their starts on trauma. I saw a movie called Sizzle Beach USA back in the day that was a trauma release starring one Kevin Costner, and it was a softcore pornography film that was on Cinemax. And
Newcomb High.
yeah, Class of
Oh,
Nukem
yeah. Nukem High was trauma.
There's newer ones too. Return to Nukem High. They had Romeo and Juliet, which is just their version of Romeo and Juliet. They have Shakespeare Shitstorm that just came out recently. There you go.
These are all real
Real movies.
classics.
Whacking
Oh,
them out of New
fun.
Jersey.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, but it's I don't know. They're schlock. It's total schlock. If you're watching a trauma movie expecting to watch greatness, you're in the wrong place. But Sam Jackson, like one of his first roles was in a trauma movie. So a lot of people started with trauma. People forget about Lloyd. Actually, James Gunn directed Romeo and Juliet. So
Wow.
there you go.
Yeah, and that's why
Lloyd Kaufman has been in the
Guardians.
Yeah.
Cannibal the Musical.
Yes. That was the guys from South Park. That they did that when they were in college. Cannibal the Musical and was released by Trauma. That's fun, and it's weird because it's all the same people, all the same voices for the most part that you hear on South Park still to this day. This dancing in the snow about cannibals, whatever.
You caught up with South Park?
Yeah, I'm on point with South Park. That's one of the few things I do keep up on.
Wow, you guys are still following South Park.
Yes, I'm
keep
waiting
up
for the day. Waiting for the day when they're just like, get the hell off of television. But I don't know if it'll
for
ever happen.
real. Like, I was shocked that was still running. One of the kids asked me, and they're like, "You watch South Park?" I was like 20 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was still on.
They just had a big concert out at Red Rock. It was like on it was Rush and Primus and Ween and all these bands got together at Red Rock.
I remember that.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, and but yeah, it was pretty great to see Les Claypool, play with the guys from Rush and stuff like that. It was cool.
I wonder, besides The Simpsons and South Park, if is there anything in between longer than South Park, but not as long. Obviously, Simpsons is still running. So
yeah, I don't think so, because that came out I was right out of high school when that came out.
Yeah,
it was late 90s, early 90s, mid 90s. I don't know, whatever.
Mid 90s.
Looney Tunes.
Well, yeah,
they're not still
Looney
making.
Tunes has not been running continuously.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's also not, I mean, if you really take into account that's way longer than The Simpsons too.
Yeah.
But
So if we're talking about a continuous series, those two, I think it might be the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Looney Tunes was
Flintstones the third or something like that. I don't know if Flintstones was so good.
I know Flintstones, I think that was the first primetime cartoon ever.
Yep.
But and the whatchamacallit, what was I going to say? Family Guy's been on for a pretty long time too.
Is that still on?
Oh
now?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I still watch that too because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Okay. According to MovieWeb, the longest running animated shows in television history. This is as of April 2022. They're saying, let's see, number 1 is The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
2 is South Park.
Mm-hmm.
3 is Pokemon.
Ugh.
Pokemon still going? Jesus.
I think that Ash and Pikachu, didn't they just stop doing Ash following Ash? Remember
Ash died.
He died of old age, actually.
Yeah.
I've never seen an episode of Pokemon ever.
Really?
Yeah.
I got forced into that and Power Rangers when they in their youths.
Number 4 is SpongeBob.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's been on for a wicked long time too. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, and number 5 is Looney Tunes, which premiered in 1930.
Oof.
Wow.
Family Guy is number 6. Fairly Odd Parents, then American Dad, and then
That's right.
finally Arthur.
I didn't realize American Dad has been long enough to be on that list. I like that show actually more than I like Family Guy. I think it's
I just
edgy.
watched the Christmas episodes this year because they're great.
Yeah, no, the Christmas episodes of everything is great. That was like my youth, like waiting for a Christmas like holiday from school when all the specials would be on. And you would
Simpsons Halloween episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It says American Dad has been running for 19 seasons with over 300 episodes.
Wow.
And I know they, because I know Family Guy was canceled at one point and then got picked back up. Because of Adult Swim. But I don't know if American Dad, because I think, they started on Fox, and now they're on TBS. So
isn't Futurama coming back again?
I hope so.
I heard something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we talked to Maurice LaMarche in Rhode Island, he said that they definitely got renewed. So
yeah,
that's awesome. I love me some Futurama, some Billy West.
Yeah,
Billy West is incredible. I know he comes to like Economy area like every other year. Yeah,
he used to come to Gary Somer's cons a lot. Northeast Comic Con.
Yeah, I'm assuming like that's still going on and like pretty strong. The next time he's around, I have to go to see Billy West.
Yeah, I just went to the last one he had, the winter one, and Billy West wasn't there though.
Yeah, I keep my eye on it. He's actually going to be at they have playing drums for Rush. I think it was actually Tim Alexander from Primus. I think was playing drums. So that kind of worked out because he was very influenced by Neil. But I'm pretty sure it was Tim Alexander, which I'm a Primus guy more than anything. I like Rush a lot too.
So totally switching subjects. I don't know if you guys talked about it on the Dorkening, but we have on splash pages a little bit with John Majors. His whole situation right now. One of his talent manager just dropped him yesterday, I believe. And they're still, since the first incident, we don't have any more clear information. But the rumors are starting to drop about recasting and stuff like that. But they could just be rumors.
I saw something on the news earlier today about him, but it was just that they were still going forward. I don't know. It was on CBS News.
Right. I know his attorney made a statement saying that he is going to be exonerated of this, that it was the woman that had some kind of physical altercation. It wasn't him that initiated it. So we'll and that he'll be exonerated, and they're working with the DA, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see.
I don't even know. What is it in regards? I don't know what's
domestic violence.
Charge. Something happened in the cab first. There were 3 things that happened in a row that were very strange. The very first thing was that they said that he attacked her and that she had wounds on her throat. And then the next day, she recanted her accusations at him. And then the third day, they were saying things about that she was actually one that attacked him, but they were still trying to talk to the taxi driver, and everyone was cooperating with the police. So nothing's been really clear about it. And there were also rumors, but again, rumors totally unfounded, that he's been abusive for years, and it's about time. But again, no one's willing to put their name to those type of statements.
So actually, as of today,
you have an update.
Yeah. So Variety is reporting Jonathan Majors' issues worsen as more alleged abuse victims cooperate with the DA.
Oh, okay. So it's not looking good for him. I was trying to stay positive in the situation.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's well, obviously we don't know the specifics on everything until it's all out.
Sure. Absolutely. I'm not going to make any judgments on the man until we know the full situation.
Yeah. Saying the DA declined comment.
but it is in the news, so it's relevant to the nerd world.
Totally.
Kind of the same deal with Justin Roiland. Like you heard about the charges and stuff, and I guess they've been dropped. So I don't know. I don't know what to play with that, but
they were dropped, but he did some still horrible things.
Oh yeah. I think Dan Harmon actually commented like, "Oh, it's about time," kind of deal, because or he commented before being like, "It's just a matter of time," because the way that he like talks back and forth with people, it's just a matter of time for someone to be offended. But just because you have a show that's ridiculous doesn't mean you can be
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I think that it's important for us to all have accountability, and if we do it, great. And but if it affects their career and they've been unjustly charged, that really sucks.
Yeah, because people are not going to remember that if you're proven innocent, they're going to remember that you were accused. Is what?
Yeah, they remembered the accusation.
Yeah, and I don't know if everything still stands with Justin Roiland with like they fired him from his own show. I think they would be almost better off to just end the show rather than try to do it with other people. But I don't know. That's just me.
Sure. We'll see. I think the fans are clamoring for that show to move forward because still of some of the really shitty things that came out during that trial about how he's been. And from what I understand, he was barely part of the show anymore.
Oh, really? He's just doing the voices and stuff?
Yeah. Like, from a studio, and a lot of anger back and forth between him and the management. So I think they were happy to get rid of him.
Well, that stinks. I mean, I enjoy the show, but
sure.
At the end of the day,
again, it's about accountability. So you're a shitty person, and shitty things are going to happen to you eventually.
I've been hearing that my entire life.
Yeah, what's going on with all of us then?
Are
we shitty people?
Yeah, the problem is, Jeremy, is that we're not famous people who have cartoons that are, there's memes of everything.
Yeah, generating millions of dollars.
Yeah, Pickle Rick. How much have we seen Pickle Rick? And I still enjoy it. I don't know. I watch Adult Swim like every night, and it's mostly because of I'm waiting for that to come on. That's what I fall asleep to.
I've never watched an episode.
Really?
No?
It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous.
It was fun. I haven't watched the newest season, but the first 3 or 4 are really, really funny. Some weird shit goes on.
If you think that's weird, Solar Opposites is pretty fucked up too.
I started watching that. I fell off really quick.
Yeah, I tried, and I actually didn't enjoy it that much, even though it's by Justin Roiland. But it's more of the fact that okay, we can get away with swearing on this one, so we're just going to say it all the time. Whatever.
Well, it gets really. But did you get to the point where they had the people living in the wall? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like one thing with Rick and Morty is a lot of the other voice actors that we love, like Maurice LaMarche is in it. So a lot of people that are in it, and just some of the characters are just ridiculous and whatever. It's fun. It's just different than the other stuff that I'm watching, and there hasn't been a new one for a while, but I enjoy it for the time being.
Well, I mean, the kind of bright side of things is, Justin Roiland's voice. It seems like a lot of people can replicate. So
there's that one dude on TikTok who's like perfect.
Yeah,
like a perfect imitation. He can do both Rick and Morty, and it's like spot on. But I'm sure that they're probably going to look for someone completely different, because I think they were talking about doing like an alternate universe or something. So we'll see.
Isn't it all alternate universes now?
Yeah. Well, this is
supposedly.
Different Mortys. So
yeah.
These new ones have different voices.
Yeah. I know we are running a little late, so we should wrap things up. Does anybody have anything else before we close up shop?
That I can think of.
The only thing I know it's what the fuck is it?
Language.
Where did it just go? Oh yeah, I know it's Bleeding Cool, so chances are it might not be accurate. But they're saying Marvel Comics app is shutting down in June, and purchases may be deleted.
Oh.
So I don't know how accurate that is, but that just popped up on my feed 22 minutes ago.
Okay. I don't even think I knew that you could buy Marvel comics from their app.
Yep, all digital.
Yeah, they said it's run by, I think it's Comixology.
Oh,
Don't
is
you-
that
when you
the
get-
Amazon one?
Yeah, don't you get a digital copy when you buy a physical one still?
You do.
Well, yeah, you get the little. I was actually talking about that last night. Like, if you use those, I wonder, like, because the Marvel value stamps, how they used to get cut out in the day. I was wondering with the digital things, because you have to peel away the thing to find the code and stuff. I'm wondering if later on in time we're going to be like, hey, this comic's worth more because the digital code's still intact and all that funky stuff.
I'm sure that probably will be the case. Honestly.
Jabo says, just got the email about it. And yes, it's the purchases will be migrated to the new service.
Okay.
Did
The new
they
service,
state
will
what the
cost
new
you more.
service is?
Yeah, what's the new service, J-Bo?
It's Disney Plus.
Plus.
Disney Plus. Disney Plus comics.
Yeah, Disney Plus minus, then another plus, then a times, and then a number sign.
I was really hoping HBO Max was going to do like the DCU thing and have like comics and stuff on it. It was really disappointed when we lost that.
Yeah.
Well, the HBO Max does have a DC hub that has all their animated stuff,
Yeah,
all their live action movies. That's great. I watch that all the time.
Oh, I do too. But before they did HBO Max, DC had a DC Universe where you got all that stuff plus comic books. It was
On the
fantastic.
TV?
On your app, yeah.
But you couldn't watch it on the TV.
You
on
could
HBO
cast
Max.
it to your TV if you wanted to.
Oh, okay.
But why?
Yeah.
So real quick, and I know Jabo just said Marvel Unlimited. So according to the article, it looks like you have to have a Marvel Unlimited account and link your Marvel account to that before the 2nd of June. Otherwise, you may lose your purchases. So I'm assuming since it's Marvel Unlimited, you'd probably have to pay the either monthly or yearly price to access your books.
That is bullshit.
Yeah. Again, I'm assuming, we don't know everything right now.
No, I mean, yeah, it's probably a safe assumption.
Check your IM, Leo.
J-Bo's so demanding.
Yes, do it now.
Oh, yeah, he sent me a link to it.
It's just a picture of him just going like that.
So, yeah, Marvel Comics app operated by Comixology. Purchases are moving to Marvel Unlimited. Thanks, Jabo, for sending me this. The Marvel Comics app will be shutting down June 2nd. Starting May 2nd, the ability to purchase comics will be removed from the Marvel Comics app ahead of its June shutdown date. While we are disappointed fans will no longer be able to use the app starting in June, we know many readers have built up incredible digital libraries of Marvel Comics on the app. Support you. We will be making digital comic purchases made prior to May 2nd on the Marvel Comics app available and accessible on the Marvel Unlimited app. No Marvel Unlimited subscription purchase will be required to access your previous Marvel Comics app library.
That's
At least that's
cool. At least they're not
Yeah, it
fucking
looks like it's
fine
$5
and saying, "Oh,
Now,
sorry, oopsie, you can't have it anymore.
$4.99.
Sorry, you
Last
paid
night-
for it, suckers."
Last I had heard, Comixology, once they got bought by Amazon or whoever it was, became a really hard kind of service to use. So hopefully this is Marvel like combating that and making it a lot easier for users.
One thing I like is I have a Kindle I filled with books that I've never read. But part of that is there's a lot of free stuff, like free comics through that as well, which I think is pretty awesome. Like I don't pay for like a monthly thing for Kindle, and they just like, hey, we think you'd like this comic book.
Oh,
So
nice.
Yeah, Kindle Unlimited, you get some access to comics. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't pay for unlimited at all.
Okay.
Like I just have a regular Amazon account.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I think I have all the lock and key stuff and everything like for nothing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Go Hill, everyone.
I do know I had Comixology before they got bought out by Amazon, and after it was bought out, Jar Jar, you're right, the interface totally changed. It was so difficult to find stuff. So And I heard some people did lose some of their books.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
Yep. Well, on that note, we'll wrap things up. I want to thank everybody for watching this fine evening. You know me, Google me.
Google you.
I know.
Ooh, I'm Googling.
So I run the Dorkening Podcast Network. We got a ton of shows on the network. There's a lot of awesome people doing a lot of awesome stuff. Head on over to thedorkening.com. You can learn more there. And we'll kick off for our special guest tonight, Kevin.
Hey, that's me. So yeah, you can find me on the Dorkening Podcast Network. I host Wicked Horror Show Tuesday nights live on our Facebook and our YouTube. Similar to this, we have horror movie guests and live chat room, all that spadoinkles, and then the audio goes up a week later. I'm also part of That Strange Show, which is also on the network. So part of some other things as well, but they're not on the network, so I won't mention them.
Okay, sounds good. Velvet Joker.
What up, guys? Hey, so you guys know I'm also on the Dorkening Podcast Network on a show called Splash Pages that's live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. That Leo is one of my co-hosts, and so is Jeremy. And I try to keep pretty busy on the digital content front, so you can check me out on YouTube or on TikTok at Velvet Joker 1. See my nerd-related stuff, news, clips of the show, just general nerd stuff. Big happy birthday to Superman. Happy 85th anniversary, buddy. Krypton forever.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo Saint Laurent on Instagram.
Hey, that's a different cat.
Yep, this is Michelangelo.
The window was open and it just came in.
Michelangelo. Nice.
He is named after the Ninja Turtle.
I was assuming.
Well, I mean, it could have been the artist. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo-Yo could be fans of artists that like to do art on their back.
Carrie says a new cat.
Not new. He's always here.
Just hides.
Yeah. The thing is, if he jumps on me, he always jumps on the computer first. And I just literally had to grab him off the computer and put him on my lap. So, but yeah, Yo Saint Laurent on Instagram.
And Jabo says, Ben Jabo, your local heckler and toy guru. Jar.
Hey, like Rich said, check out Splash Pages on Tuesdays at 8, and check out Comic Book Lovers Buy Sell Trade and Auction House on the Facebooks, and Buy Sell Trade and Auction with 20,000 other geeks in North America.
Awesome. And Jabo says this showed us to you, Kevin.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
It's a
I wonder if that comes in silicone.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Oh.